Catson TV.
What's up, everybody? It's JB here for Catson TV. Today, we're going to take a look at Iris, a novel for viewers. Before we get started on that, I want to ask you to please subscribe to this channel for more cultural content coming out regularly. Please consider underwriting the efforts. There are links to Patreon, Ko-Fi, merch, etc. You see all that down below there. And if you like what you see here, please do share this review out. Share out information about the channel. Do what you can to spread the word. You know what I mean? Okay, let's dive right into this. Iris, a novel for viewers. Let me grab my copy right here by Lo Hartog van Banda and Thé Tjong-Khing. This is a fantastic graphic novel that was first published in 1968. I'm looking here at an edition that came out published by Fantagraphics, I believe in 2024, I believe is when this came out. Just amazing book. Oh my goodness. I saw some of the kind of pre-release information about this, some of the promotional stuff that was floating around the internet, but I just recently picked up a copy in December of 2024. Book came out in 1968, as I said, but it's very prescient, or prescient, depending on how you want to say that word. You know what I'm talking about? Because it talks about AI manufacturing entertainers. You know, we're hearing this a lot with these kind of AI-generated things that you hear all over the social networks and so forth. What would this sound like if this person was singing this, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen this stuff. Or AI-generated art that we're starting to see all over the place. But this was something, again, that came out in the late 60s that was kind of predicting the rise of that. So it's a very interesting story. Graphically, if we take a look at some of this art, it reminds me quite a bit. We were talking not so long ago about Barbarella and the artwork in that, and it's very reminiscent of that and perhaps a little bit of Yellow Submarine, you know, the work that Heinz Edelman did on Yellow Submarine as far as those designs. It's very much late 60s. Fantastic artwork. I mean, this is the thing that really knocked me out about this. The artist is Thé Tjong-Khing. The script was actually written by Lo Hartog van Banda. The two collaborated on this fantastic story. But really, you know, it's, again, one of these situations where, man, this really knocked me out. This is something that kind of took me by surprise. Let's just kind of flip through it and take a look at some of these illustrations. See this fantastic artwork here. Really interesting line work. Everything kind of has this kind of, you know, fantastic curvature to it. I think it was probably done with a brush rather than a pen. Fantastic colors. You know, you get those solid flat colors, one of those kind of, you know, hallmarks of European comics that I love so much. Take a look at this. And look at a page like this, where it's just kind of this psychedelic overload. Fantastic, wonderful stuff. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I got a real kick out of it. You know, one of the fantastic things about this particular edition of the book is you got the book, and then you have all of this supplementary information here in the back that gives you some cultural context as to, you know, how this book came about, what else was going on in the comics and art scene at the time, and kind of puts a little bit more cultural context on, you know, what some of the references in the story are. So overall, man, this thing knocked me out, and I got to say, I highly recommend this. This is not, let me just say, this is, you know, if you like graphic novels about superheroes and so forth, you know, that kind of thing, this probably is not for you. You know, this is definitely more going towards a speculative, you know, intellectual, if you like, bent or something like that. But, you know, if you're looking for something different, and you're especially looking for something with some fantastic artwork, this is for you. So please do check it out.
To find out more about Iris, a novel for viewers, and the new Fantagraphics edition, please visit the Fantagraphics website and check out the description below this video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to Catson TV.
Hey, you're watching Catson TV!